Go ahead and save. I should be saving at the start of each week in case I accidentally break my fucking save, but it's alright. That would just be I mean, I'm paranoid when I save, but I don't want to be too paranoid, you know what I mean? I informed you yesterday of the arena that knowledge of the enemy's tactic is key. Yes, I'm aware of this. For that reason, you must drain the campus of information every single day. When you enter the arena, forfeit any further investigation for that day. Yeah, humans do not replicate their actions, so if you miss one, it's gone. This is why yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm not that hot on this game sometimes. Once more, please. No, I get it. The good thing, though, is that you're not completely in the dark with this. Excuse me. Like, yeah, shit like this will happen. Look at that. It seems our delicate little friend is engaged in some sort of dispute. This is beautiful. This is great. Might be able to learn something to our advantage. Let's go over it, shall we? I just love how Nero is kind of like piloting the ship right now. In terms of like, she's more calling the shots than we are right now. But to be fair, we know like nothing at this moment. Anyway, so luckily Shinji's having a little bit of a spat with Rin. Because Shinji is a dumb bitch. I swear to God. It looks like he's talking to someone right now. You know, the whole thing with Rin is why I'm kind of... Well, it's one of the temptations why I was very tempted to choose Archer Emiya. Because, you know, that's Rin's servant from Fate Stay Night. Very tempting, but yeah, I need to stick with the characters I know how to use. Like an ocean pulled from a story. I even saw a master who managed to summon Armstrong. Oh my god, we mentioned that by name. Oh yeah, fucking... I only recently learned about this. Fucking Neil Armstrong is a servant you can summon in Fate Extra. And he's only really seen if you go look at the fucking anime. Or it's either the anime or the manga, but it's ridiculous. And yes, Neil Armstrong, not Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising. Although I would fucking love to have that man as a servant. God damn. Sorry, I was just messing with you. I dig the sea theme. Overall, the game's pretty well done. The game's pretty well done. Yeah, you can. Mwah. At the end of this recording session, you're gonna see Shinji die, and it'll sink in just how real this actually is. He actually managed to summon a decent server then. Asia's premier hacker Shinji Mato. I'm still not certain about that because Rin. Well, I don't know where Rin's from in this game actually. Because her ancestry is like natively German, but like she's still in Japan. I don't know. Tosakas are weird. Anyway, you know I may have had to take crap from you in the past, but this time the winner is me. With her armada to back me up, I'm invincible. Keep in mind so this is pretty obvious, but keep in mind for words or statements that have like highlight around them because hey, you know, got something going on there. Oh, you must be pretty confident to give me information. Shinji's face goes bright red when he suddenly realizes how big of a mistake he just made. Yep. Yeah, that's right. One set of fights. But is it really? I might just be lying. You might want to forget what I said. Yeah, totally. No. However, classic controls an armada and is tied to a ship. Well, tied to a ship. Yeah, that would probably indicate it right then. How will she attack? Bombardment or frontal assault? It'll definitely be physical in nature. God, Rin. I will never get tired of Rin just shitting on Shinji's day. It will always be one of my favorite things about early Fate Stay Night. Okay, so Fate Stay Night can be pretty slow at times, but seeing Shinji get his shit pushed in by Rin in a conversation, it's just beautiful. And of course, as a metaphor, not literally. Shinji's face goes from a bright red to a terrifying shade of blue right before my eyes. Yep. Because that'll allow you to counter strategy and like know how to fight against. Because like always the big thing about that is if you know how your enemy servant died or what they're weak to, then you're able to plan for that accordingly. Oh, one more thing. I wonder if the invisible armada might be relevant to anything. I mean, there might be others to do. Ooh, Definitely jotting that one down in the notes. Knowledge means nothing if you can't do anything about it. Dude, as soon as I know about the fucking once you know about the Invincible Armada, you literally just need to point to something and you're done. Like the library, which is here. Hey, fuckface. As I wasn't hiding, Shinji sees me right off. You went there the entire time. Oh man, it's not like you can stop the Invincible Arm. Yeah. Yeah, Shinji just kind of did a big oopsie. It's less crucial to know your enemy servant's true name in Fate Stay Night because it's more guerrilla warfare, and chances are that by the time two servants face each other, one's gonna die in that exchange anyway. But here it's a lot more useful because everything's preset. So yeah, Shinji's a complete fucking idiot. It seems as they're a great mini master who don't understand the stakes involved. Kinda, yeah. Well, luckily, even just like the first week is the week that weeds out the weaklings anyway. I hate agreeing with that harpy, but she's right, that harpy. Oh god, our foe doesn't grasp the power of information. The difficult is vital to scour the information. Yes, Saber, I know. Nero, I'm aware of this. Please, Nero, I know. Just as I said. What? Yes, I am praising you, Nero. You don't need to keep harping on this. God damn it. Obtaining information is our key to victory. To make sure. Trust me, guys. In a couple of videos, this is all going to culminate to having a point because this will allow you to just completely fuck Shinji up. Anyway, what was that about flag? Do not allow your diligence to flag ever. I never knew flag was a verb. So here's a funny thing. So we're not. There's unfortunately a bit of a disconnect from our character versus ourselves. Who? What? What are you doing over here? Oh, there's a soul who wields dual pistols. That makes me think of. That was Calamity Jane. I didn't even know that. Just someone fucking McCree as a servant. That'd be awesome. Actually, there aren't a lot of cowboy servants, are there? I don't think there are, actually. I mean, there's a bunch of pirate ones, but I don't think there's any western ones. Strange. I'll have to look into that eventually. Anyways, let's take a look here. These shelves comprise of the computer reference section. The library getting a new computer. It seems like the books were moved here for easy access. I love the fucking juxtaposition that this is like, we're looking at a computer inside of what's essentially a giant computer. Like, can I just point that out? It's kind of funny, at least to me. Anyway, Invincible Armada. Name given to the Spanish Navy during the, was known as the Age of Exploration, with over 100,000 ton ships and 65,000 crew members, is almost subjugate all of England. For anyone, that's impressive because fucking England was notorious for their really strong navy back in like the 16 and 1700s. Now, throughout the might of its navy, Spain was seen as the kingdom on which the sun will never set. Not Japan, okay. So like, you could just immediately cross-reference that with any names, and you could immediately be like, boom, Francis Drake, done. I'm surprised we're not just doing that, but okay. Anyway, we go back in the classroom really fast and stay for a sec. I also need to go eventually get access to the fucking leveling area. Eventually. I was impressed with the command you gave me earlier. Show me more on that dominance in the future. Yeah, I feel on top of the world after that perfection in swordplay. What? Oh, okay. So yeah, I was explaining this earlier, albeit slightly. Whoa, what's going on in the background there? What the fuck? That's odd. Okay. Anyway, I was trying to explain this earlier. Servants are really only as powerful as their masters. And because my guy is a literal just a dude who isn't a Magus whatsoever, we're totally weak. But because we continue to grind and fight against enemies, we're able to eventually even outpace Rin in terms of our power. On top of the fact that, you know, like, kind of being able to have her identity also would help as well. And you eventually go through some really strong ass enemies, like legitimate, like high ranking dudes. It's kind of crazy. Still impressed I can't fucking fast travel yet. That's disappointing. Anyway, so can I enter here yet? Damn it. Come on, Aoko. I need to level up. What the fuck's going on there? Damn it. You know what? It'll probably open up once the second arena is open. So let's see. I don't think there's much else I need to do in here. Actually, I'm in the second floor right now, right? No. Oh, I haven't bound downstairs yet. Right, so this would be important. Anyway, so, folks, this is the school commissary, aka the lunchroom, aka the shop. There is never really anything important over here, so don't bother going over here. I'm just showing this off because it's a thing you do. Actually, is there anything, like, interact with back here? No? Guess not. So I'll just go ahead and swing back around, and we got things to do. And hell, money conquers all. Yep. You can buy or sell items and formware here. This is where you sell shit and you're able to buy shit. This is essentially like how you stay alive for much of the game. So yeah, this is what you can buy at the start of the game. I highly recommend actually stocking up on servant healing items because those will always be good in the long run. And as soon as you're able to, definitely buy that because once you're able to start increasing your own defenses / give yourself autonomous or like self-reliant healing, that's really going to be what separates you from the rest, and you're able to have a huge advantage going forward. Like, trust me on that one, it will be very crucial going forward. Anyway, so like, where else am I going right now? Because like, I don't want to just dive into the arena yet. I want to make sure like everything's cleared out. Like, generally speaking. Actually, a fun thing. Originally, I had plans to do at least one day for every video, or at least like make every day of this game one video, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be like cramming like maybe 2 together for every time I do that. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else to be had in here. Yeah, actually, I will check my... So a fun thing you can do in this game is that you can just freely go in here, check the stuff, and yeah, you can just immediately read about your servant right there. That's pretty cool. As of right now, we have literally nothing to go with in terms of discovering Nero's identity. Really nothing. We do know there's some... So, of course, I've been saying what her name is the entire time, but at this point, it's really a mystery as to who Saber really is. I think Istis Estes is a fictional thing. I'm not sure if it's a real actual weapon or not, but assuming it is, that would probably be your best bet in order to actually, like, looking up who she is. I mean, like, generally speaking, anyway. Alright, so... let's just go ahead and save here. A good thing about... God damn it. Something that pisses me off about this game greatly, though. This would save so much headaches in the long run if you could do this, but you can't. You can only save when you're in the hub world, or in the school. You can't save when you're in the fucking arena. And that's the worst thing ever because, like, I've told this to my friend Ezio. Excuse me. And it's a huge pain in the ass because whenever you go into the arena, say like you grind for 20 minutes, you get like maybe 3 levels, you keep going, and then it's like, oh wait, I accidentally just died against a super powerful enemy because I guessed wrong on a couple of different moves. That's literally like probably an hour of progress gone that you cannot get back. Why are you not aggroing? My god. That's weird. That's the worst feeling ever. So I feel like that one of the biggest flaws about this game, and I don't want this to sound too much like me bitching, but like legitimately, I feel one of the biggest problems about this game is the inability to save in the arena itself. This is the reason why I was hugely contemplating playing this game on an emulator, because on an emulator you have save states, you have free access to cheat codes, you're able to do a lot of crap. The reason I'm doing this on PSP, by the way, I got some compliments about playing this on PSP, is that authenticity, of course, and also it's stable, and like I realized I didn't need save states. Anyway, so there's not much else to be had in here, so I'm just gonna leave. Don't worry, I know. You will actually be able to get the next bit of information like once you get to the end. Also, Shinji wasn't said to have been going into the arena, so you're pretty much okay. I'm pretty damn certain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Also, enemies do respawn after a certain amount of time, or like depending on how far in you go. Like I could just literally walk from one end of this place to the other, and I'll be totally fine. Also, this is frequently how I navigate the arena. Just having the map up, scouting out for where enemies are, seeing what enemies I missed. You know, it's much more interesting than just like looking at this. But one thing that's weird about this game is that the LNR buttons are your camera controls. It's so weird. Anyway, so break, break, attack, attack, break, break. And you can see that the more you fight these enemies and the more you lock in, quote unquote, to their attack patterns, you have a much better time at fighting these fuckers. Like, infinitely easier. I still have not been able to upgrade my fucking stats at all yet. God damn. Usually, the second floor of the arena will open up on day 3 or day 4. Depends. It's honestly not too big of a deal, but still. By the way, if you didn't know, there's this frequent thing amongst saber class enemies that actually there's frequent English things that happen in the Fate series, like especially with like sabers, like they'll frequently say master in English instead of like saying the Japanese version of it, which would be like I don't really know, well, Goshijin or something like that. It's kind of funny. It's this recurring thing ever since Artoria, because, you know, Artoria is fucking English, so yeah. Funny enough, falls into place. Okay, moving on. I'm pretty sure we're able to just keep... Yep, there she is. Oh my god, she's passed out and she's so cute. Oh god, that's fucking adorable. Oh man. I'm sorry guys, I just love Nero so much. Alright, so now we're on Matrix level 2 for quote unquote Archer. Not really, it's Drake. Don't get used to this though, because the enemy won't be dumb enough later on to just give away information. Like, even with the week coming up, you have to do some weird backdoor shit using a Ronnie in order to learn crap about your enemy. It's weird. And then it gets even weirder with the way, like, you piece things together through combat. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's fucking odd. All I can do camp is I can see various NPCs who appear as busy students among the masters. Yeah, that's what gets really odd. This computer is strong enough that, or the Seraph is strong enough that, like, it's got actual replicas of real people from the past. Like, that's why you see Issei in here. Issei isn't a real person here, he's an NPC, but he's an NPC replica of someone in real life, like much with Sakura. Anyway, not only do the NPCs look slightly different, but their appearance seems a little off. Maybe it's like a soul to them. Yeah, there's an actual term for that. It's called the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley refers to, I think I might have explained this before, but I don't think so. So what the Uncanny Valley is, it's a technical term used to describe like how a robotic thing can look human, sound human, but there's like that undetermined factor of like, it's not quite human. Like, you can tell, like, there's something off. That's what the Uncanny Valley is. It's that like hidden sense inside your head that's able to look at something and discern that it's definitely not human, even though it looks and acts human. Like, it doesn't quite look right, you know what I mean? Okay, this is Leo, and this is his servants. So, it's funny. I just flat out said who Drake was at the start, but Leo doesn't even make qualms about who the hell his servant is. It's ridiculous, actually. I mean, the force of his presence overwhelms his seeming weakness and appearance. I still don't get that. Like, you can be charismatic, sure, but like, how do you have an overwhelming appearance? Like, if you just like talk regularly. I don't get that. Before I felt like he was a wolf let loose in the chicken pet coop. Now I feel out of place. Now I feel out of place, yeah. And he isn't alone. Behind him stands a shadowy figure radiating the same aura of strength. Well, I mean, his aura marks him as a servant. I mean, yeah. Oh, Gawain? Ah, how forgetful of me. He just flat out said his servant's true name without even the fucking second thought. Gawain, introduce yourself. God damn, okay. Okay. Couple things. A, that is fucking balls on him. Although, Leo, considering Gawain's knave ability, he really has every right to be this cocky. Because very few people are going to be able to piece together what Gawain's weakness is. I'll explain what that is going forward, but yeah, this is Gawain. As a general introduction to him, Gawain is actually one of the Knights of the Round Table. It's actually interesting. The more you see about Fate, the more Knights of the Round Table you actually get to meet. Like, of course, there's Artoria. Duh, that's like obvious. And then Fate Zero has Lancelot. That was some shit what he did with the wife, with King Arthur's wife. And now we have Gawain. yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. The more you know about Fate, the more of the Knights Round Table you get to see. One of the Knights of the Round Table mentioned in the Legend of King Arthur. It's just so funny that Gawain... Okay, so mild spoiler, but this is not a spoiler, really. The last servant you fight, the last master you fight in this game before you win the tournament is Leo. I mean, come on, that's not too much of a surprise. It's just very funny to see that Gawain is being put on the same pedestal of power as, like, actual Arturia. Although naturally these holy swords these fuckers have are pretty strong in their own right, but like, it's just funny to see. Like, that, it's weird thing about, you're so used to Shinji and Arturia slash the saber he has, who's usually just called saber, but like, and now you're actually, it's like being on the outside looking in, you know? Like, now we are the antagonists from somewhere else and we're fighting a Knight Round Table. It's just, it's so odd, you know? Anyway, I'm sure Leo is aware of how much information he's giving me, but he seems unconcerned. So obviously he chooses not to concern himself with such things as subtlety or tactics. For him, if something is destined to be revealed, so be it. I will give him credit for having the balls to immediately put us on an even playing field. No subterfuge, no tactics, just an honorable duel. I respect that. I really do respect that, but it's also foolish, considering the nature of this fucking game. If you just walked into the fight and they just flat out said it, then yeah, that'd be an honorable duel. But like, no, you have prep time. My character, as of this moment, now has 6 weeks to figure out the weaknesses of Gawain and go forward. And in this game, we managed to crack it down with 1 week. That is ridiculous. Thank God. Oh man, if I were in Hakuno's shoes right now, I wouldn't even be sleeping at night. Like, I would be taking notes on everyone I fucking know. Alright, so with the play bell, Leo and his servant turned apart, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. Yeah. Hey Rin. Oh my god, you just vanished out of nowhere. So I should actually talk about Rin a bit more. There's actually a lot more differences. Oh wait, this is actually... Are we gonna be talking about the Harways? I guess the plutocrats of Europe see a threat in the Seraph, but still to risk him. Oh well, what was borrowed on Earth will be repaid in heaven. I don't get that statement. Anyway, things just got more interesting. All of my powers and magas are far superior to his. I wish. I get the feeling that Leo has little concern for those like us. Without so much as saying hi, the now fired up Rin Tozaka stops away. Yeah, so I want to talk about that really fast actually. Rin's design has a lot more changes going into this series than it does in Fate Stay Night. I have mentioned that before, but there's a lot more reasons for that. Because, you know, Rin is, like, inherently a freedom fighter. So, like, of course, there's differences with the hair, there's the different ribbons, the hair is slightly different. And also the stockings are replaced with thigh-high socks to, like, actually being boots. And one of them actually has, like, weapons hidden inside of it. It's actually really cool. I mean, I like subtle details like this that help distinguish the two. It's really neat. You will never glimpse victory if you... you know, catch a glimpse even... Words. You will never catch even a glimpse of victory if you insist on always running away. However, facing a foe you know nothing about is lunacy. In this war, information is everything. To defeat your opponent, first you must... you'll learn all you can about them, their class, skills, even their history. The more info you have, the easier it will be to create a plan and predict your opponent's actions. Yes, that's pretty much why you want to go through the pain of doing it. For now, why don't you go to the library? There's a treasure trove of information there. No reason really, I just have a feeling that you'll somehow come out on top. What? You just told me, like, not even an hour ago in recording, that there's no fucking way I'm gonna come out on top. Rin, what is your malfunction? I mean, I appreciate the gesture, absolutely, but like, goddamn. Mato is an idiot, but he has won before. Really? I doubt it. It'll make things easier if he gets defeated early on. That is a fair point. That is a very fair point. Drake's not a super powerful servant, but she can be troublesome. She is definitely like top 10 in terms of like rider strength, maybe? I don't know. In Fake Grand Order, she's listed as a 5-star gold servant, so That is respectable. That puts her on an even playing field with fucking Lancer or Saber Alter when she's a Lancer. Fuck, no, when she is a rider as Santa Claus. That happened, by the way. The fucking Saber Alter as a Santa Claus is so fun. I love this fucking franchise so much. If you want insanity about how far you can push, like, the suspension of disbelief, just not even play fake Grandor, just read about fake Grandor. There's crap like this all over the place. Like, there's what-if stories up the ass. It's amazing. Like, Saber Artoria being turned into a Lancer, which is actually hilarious because... nah, let's not talk about that right now. We'll talk about that later. I'll save more information about Artoria's history for my Let's Play of Fate Unlimited Codes whenever Brandon comes over and we can do that. Because he probably has slightly more to say about Stay Night than I do. But I can offer a little more insight. Anyways, what am I doing? Oh yeah, library, duh. Second floor. That would help. Library, here we go. Oh, hi Shinji. What are you doing here? You don't read. Oh, right, that's right. Hey, look at the cat dragon. They're expected to run to you. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm just messing with you. Uh-huh. Looks like you're having a hell of a time finding the book you want. Unfortunately for you, I've thoroughly taken every book about my servant and hid them. You are a fucking idiot. You wanna know why? Because as soon as I find those books, I know who your servant's gonna be, you fucking idiot. I thought you have... What a fucking dumb faggot. Oh my god. I thought you'd have more fun this way. I hid everything somewhere in the... God damn it. What is your malfunction? I wonder if a weak sauce masters like you would be able to find them. By the way, what does your servant want in return for helping you? Money, right? I knew it. Shinji, you're not gonna... okay. Real talk though, even if Shinji did make it past me, somehow, there's no way he'd last with dealing with Drake haggling him for money. There's no fucking way. Hey, Leo. KL Jericho, congratulations on making it to the main tournament. I will... I've mentioned Leo isn't much of a character, but I will give... He is at least polite, and I like that. I like Leo as an honorable kid who is out to prove stuff. Or, like, feels like he has to prove stuff. Like his worth. I do like that about him. He's friendly. Like, even when he's threatened, he's still pretty friendly. It's actually pretty interesting. That said, though, that ego is going to cost him dearly in the last round. I can promise you that. Since Fate has made his companions, perhaps I should explain a few things to you, shall I? Yeah, sure. Why not? Do you know what a reality marble is? Well, actually, this might be good for people in the audience. Maybe. Because Nero's Noble Phantasm, we'll talk about more about Noble Phantasms later. Trust me, we will get to that. But, Nero's Noble Phantasm is something akin to a reality marble, but not quite. It's interesting. Anyway, so it's a thaumaturgical technique whereby one space is transformed to a completely different space. Some servants are able to generate reality marbles. An example of that is Iskandar, aka Alexander the Great. His reality marble is spawning a fucking desert where his army is resurrected and fights endlessly. It's really cool, actually. Like, I actually like that shit. As it takes a great deal of energy to set a reality marble, most last only a few minutes. It's cool that housed prelims happen to be reality marble generate. What the hell? Wait, what? The school that housed prelims oh shit! So the prologue was a reality marble. Interesting. Besides the school is that the school as it appeared in the prelims, the current school, the arena, and the Coliseum, all are individual reality marbles created by the incredible magic of the Holy Grail. To give you an idea of just how powerful the Holy Grail is, even the most advanced supercomputer couldn't sustain one reality marble this length of time. Yeah. And it's just able to infinitely hold it. Excuse me. All the participants of the Holy Grail War had their memories wiped upon entering. Masters had a time limit of 4 days to realize that they had been tricked into playing a role. Potential masters who had to pass the basic test to enter the Holy Grail War. Although Tosaka seemed to shake her off her yoke very quickly. Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. She might have already been freed as soon as like day 1. Because remember, on day 2, we were seeing her on the rooftop. That was entertaining. By the way, Miss Fujimura and they say we aren't masters or NPCs with specific roles. I'm aware of this. Masters who do not break free of the fantasy were dealt death. Oh, okay. That might have been what happened to the prior master then. But it's weird because we don't really have one ourselves yet. Yeah. Tragic, but the Holy Grail War itself is a lengthy process of culling the weak. Yeah, I mean, we did go from literally 1,000 entrants down to 128, so that is pretty rough. A word of advice, learn all you can. I assure you the information will benefit you greatly later on. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, hello. About Gawain. So this is actually pretty cool. We'll talk about this really fast. We're not going to spend too much time on Gawain because this week is still focused on Drake, but you know... One of the major knights mentioned in the Arthurian cycle and often thought to be King Arthur's nephew. Really? Huh. Equal in skill to Lancelot, he served as an advisor to Arthur. He was at odds with Lancelot due to his slaying of both of Gawain's brothers. Yeah, Lancelot did some things. Due to his overwhelming nobility and youthful impetuousness, he placed his family ties above all else. It was Sir Gawain's hatred of Lancelot that eventually led to his and Arthur's eventual downfall. If I remember correctly, I think what led to Arthur dying was infighting and getting invaded at the same time. I could be getting that wrong, but I'll have to double check that. It was the Battle of Camlan that Sir Gawain fell slain by Sir Lancelot. Damn. That's something. Well, I'll be starting to keep that in mind then. It is pretty cool to see how all these stories are interconnected though. I want to say there's at least one picture in the original visual novel of Fates Night that had at least a few of the other Knights Round Table? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so since the next floor is open, we're just gonna go in there. That'll be a ooh, stuff to say. My nervousness is due to the strength of her daunting gaze. Well, when you do have a Roman emperor staring you down like that, and that kinda would sort of do that. I often forget that even though Nero is like a really proud saber, I often forget that she's a Roman emperor. Like, sometimes it slips my mind. Like, she's on the same level as, like, Caesar or Romulus. It's sometimes slips my mind. In the outside war, I still just want to know who she is. I would let her speak all these lines, but unfortunately, it would take a while. It's hard to be around you when you wear the countenance of a donkey in the rain. I love these analogies. Something concerns you, it's time for rest. Now would be a good opportunity to ask, alright. Are you a girl, Saber? Why are you so imperious? See, I know for a fact she's not going to tell us her true name. I wish I could ask all these questions, but actually I might be able to ask it all anyway. Are you a girl? What do you mean, are you a girl? Do you not see the stature she has? What the hell? So it seems not knowing my true name has been troubling you. What troubles me is that you do not worry over the battle to come as I do. That's not wrong, but on the other hand, like, leaving blank slates of information is kinda irritating, especially if, like, that's almost as disconcerting as, like, not knowing who your own true name is. I mean, I'm just saying. The pleasure of those who with real natures do dignify the courage of those around them with answers. Speaking of that, awkward, but as we have sworn an oath of fidelity, I will tell you. My child's name was Lou. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. She almost flat out told me. Oh my god. I love... God, she's so cute when she's trying to hold on to information. She has such a hard time of it. It's so fucking cute. Embarrassed at nearly being had, Saber snubs her nose at me and falls silent. Apparently, it was too soon to try to learn her real name. That's fine. The suck part is that you're not going to know her true name until, like... What was it? Week 4? Week 5? I think week 5. It's a pain in the ass, but the build is kind of cool. The problem is you have 3 different servants you could choose, and it takes that long to fucking lower them. And the reason that's also a pain in the ass is because it takes that long to be able to use your own noble phantasm. That's annoying. That is very, very, very annoying. But enough of my griping though. Time to continue with this game.